Alright, so here is the Google Nest Protect. This is a battery-powered smoke and carbon monoxide alarm, smoke detector, alarm, whatever you want to call it. This is an excellent product. I've had two in my house for many years. This one I purchased for my mother. Actually, I purchased one for my brother, sister, and mother, but they can unbox their own. I'm only setting up my mom's. So Google has been up in their game for unboxings lately. I guess they want to get on the YouTube trend or what, who knows. A lot of booklets here. So there's different lighting. If it's blue, that's why you're setting up. Greens, everything's okay. White, it'll light up a little bit. Yellow, there's smoke, RCO warning. And red, there's an emergency or fire. So we'll set these up. The device itself is not very big. Eero tab there, but I can't really get it out there. There we go. I'll just pull it out for the battery, I see. And there's a USB port, but I don't really know what that's for. So this does depress like a button. And there is a bunch of batteries in here. Once I pull this out, they will charge it up. So it's 6 ultimate lithium energizer batteries in there. Just this little guy pops up, see? So you can change the batteries if you need. And then of course this is the plate for it to mount to. It does come with screws. So it's telling you here to set it up on the app first and then install it. See, it says no screw on this side. That's pretty good. It knows you put the screw on this side. Google's pretty smart there. So you see there's a little Google logo, shows a screw here. Here it shows no screw. It's pretty nice. So that way you know you screw the rigid part into the ceiling and then the rubber part would be facing you. And then this just slips on there, just about any smoke detector. You can twist it on and it stays, and then you can untwist it off. It's harder to do when it's not screwed in to something, but you can see where it butts up and kind of locks here. And then you can just twist it around, and then you gotta, oh yeah, it comes off. So yeah, so you unscrew it once in a while as it has to. So yeah, the device itself is pretty simple. I need to pair it with a phone, but I am pairing this with my mother's phone because I'm putting it in my mother's house. So let me go take that over there and we'll show you the setup process. All right, so we're gonna set up the Nest Protect here. This is my mother's phone, so let me get the Nest app on here. So just install the Nest app from the Play Store or the App Store if you have an iPhone. All right, let me open up the app. I'm gonna sign in with Google. All right, so now we need to add a product. I'm gonna allow it while using the app. So let me scan the code on the bottom here. We can just scan it there and it finds it right quick. Find our location. All right, I have all this set up just fine. We're gonna put this in the hallway. And so now we need to pull out the battery tab. So let's pull this little guy out. This little thing, see it?
Hi, hola. Press the button now for English. Ready. Press to test.
You're going to regret.
This is only a test. The alarm will sound. It's going to be loud. The test starts in 5 seconds. Press to cancel. Testing smoke.
Good Lord.
Testing carbon monoxide.
That's a horrible sound.
The test is finished. Everything looks good.
Even though it tells you to unplug that, while I was testing it, couldn't find the Wi-Fi network, but now it can, so the test is done. My ears are bleeding because it's so loud. And now you set up your home network like you would normally do it. Right, now we're setting up the Wi-Fi. That's just tying this to the home Wi-Fi. I've actually moved to the eero Wi-Fi. I had Google Wi-Fi before, but I was not a fan. So at my house, I use the eero Pro. This is my mother's house. We're using just the regular eero 6, which offers much the same functionality as Google Wi-Fi, but I find it works a little better.
Connected.
All right, now we're done. So you can see this makes a little light, so whenever you walk underneath it, when the lights are out, it will come on. All right, so now we're done. And then, of course, you can click on the app and see what's in the hallway and whatnot. And like I said, I've had mine for several years, and it runs just fine. So now she's all set up. All right, so that was how I set up at my mother's house. She only has one currently, but at my house, as I mentioned, I have multiple. So you can see the Nest app. I have the Nest thermostat as well, so you can see it all in one app. The Protect here, you can see I have one in my basement and one in my hallway, and it currently says everything is okay. You can click on the individual one to see last time it was checked, and then you can check the history, so you can see like every day in the past there. Same thing with the hallway, or you can check them from here as well and see history. If I wanted to hit this checkup button here, you could test it and it'll get super loud, which...
Testing smoke.
I don't want to do right now. And then you have settings there, so you can do the sound check, what time you want it. Silence the alarms, that means you can silence it from the app or push the button. Here's items that works with Protect. And then just various items here that I can check. So I guess the path light is pretty cool. If you walk underneath it, it'll light up a little bit. It's not super bright, but you can see it. Anyhow, so they've been fine for me. Like I said, I haven't had any fires, thank goodness, but I did have work done in my basement one time on the furnace, and it smoked. It smoked. There was smoke from the soldering of wires, and it did set the alarm off. And I was upstairs, and the hallway one here is in the upstairs. It verbally spoke to me and said, "There's smoke in the basement," which was pretty neat. All right, that's it. I do like them. Like I said, I've had mine for several years. I've had no problems. I'm a big fan, and I highly recommend it. All right, thanks for checking us out.